guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, or welcome back, welcome for the first time, whatever. Today's my birthday and I am going to get ready and just chat a little bit. I know I just did a get ready with me, but I'm gonna do another one. I did this video when my mom passed about things that I've learned from my mom, and I was thinking, what have I learned about myself and what does it feel like to be 40? So I turned 44 today. I am a Taurus through and through, even though today is the last day for, I don't know why I took my glasses off because I am not ready. I cannot see anything. Even though this is the last day for Taurus, I am a Taurus through and through. I am super stubborn, very opinionated, love pretty things. I am an INFJ, if you follow Myers-Briggs. Gosh, I washed my hair last night and brushed it kind of. I should have done a better job. It looks, we're gonna try and curl it, but it's super humid today, so we'll, oh my gosh. I have mashed potato under my nail. So disgusting. Okay, INFJ. If you know Myers-Briggs, you know what that is. If not, I'm an introvert. People don't ever believe that I'm an introvert, but because I was a teacher and I'm loud and opinionated and all of those things, but really an introvert just means like when I'm exhausted, how do I get my energy back? It's not from going to a party, it is from being alone. I've lived alone most of my life, or most of my like adult life. And it was very hard for Freddie to move in for me personally, just because I'm so independent and so used to having my own space. N is, so INFJ, N is intuitive. Lord, am I intuitive. It's kind of a superpower of mine. I mean, all women are, but I feel like I have a heightened version of that, and I think my family really does in general. I think we have a little bit of extra magic there. F is in INF, feelings, so I have those. So I make decisions based on feelings, not on logic, not on senses. And then INFJ, J is for judging, and that just means that I'm actually more of a planner. I'm working on being less of a planner, and I'm most, the situation where I'm most likely not going to plan is when I'm on vacation. I hate having a plan on vacation. Like, I have an idea of what I want to see and how, like, I want to see certain touristy monuments or museums or whatever, but like I don't like to plan every day little by like detail for detail. I like to have a go with the flow mindset, and I think part of that is I've mostly traveled alone until recently, and when you travel alone you get to do whatever you want whenever you want, and so I really love that freedom. I love to travel alone. I love just feeling different than regular life, because even though I'm a real estate agent now, like, I do love routine and organization and day-to-day life, less than I used to be, but because I am so much like that in regular life, I like to be opposite of that when I travel. If you know the Enneagram, I'm a 4. What's weird or different about me is that I'm left-brained and right-brained, so I'm very creative. I love to mess with color and design. However, I'm also really logical and efficient. Like, I want things to work efficiently, smoothly, logically. So a lot of times when I'm really upset or when I have a problem with something, it's because I'm like, why aren't they doing it this way? That's so stupid. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? It'd be more efficient or smarter to do it this way. So I'm kind of a weird anomaly because I'm creative, but also, like, you know, a lot of creatives are not planners. They are not someone who run by logic. So I'm kind of a mix of both, which is really interesting. Gosh, you guys, I really do not like my haircut this time. I think she just wasn't focused because she did some things she's never really done and kind of complete opposite of what I asked for. So I'm getting another one soon. But yeah, those are my different personality types. I'm very stubborn. I'm very passionate. I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut, especially when I feel like someone is being hurt or not being treated fairly. Like, I believe in fairness. I believe in integrity. Like, you're never gonna get me to do something wrong on purpose, to hurt someone, to steal from someone. Like, I just can't. Like, I have the feelings of those things. Like, I when someone wrongs me or someone in my family or whatever, I want to do the most awful things to them, but I would never be able to follow through. Like, I'm too much of a wuss. I'm too much of someone who actually cares for people. Now, I mean, like, if you hurt my family, yeah, I'm coming for you. You know, that's a whole different thing. Like, when my mom died, I was a beast. I remember crying at my brother. That's a whole nother story, but like, you cannot stop me in those moments. I will freaking come for you. Which I have embraced. And talking about things I have embraced quite a bit about myself. And there is some, I find that, let me turn my air down. I am sweating. It is there. When women used to tell me, like, when you get to 40 or beyond, whatever that age is for you, when you get older, you will notice that you don't really care what people think. You say how you feel, you dress how you want, and you're not like influenced by others. Man, is it true? For the most part. Like, definitely exceptions in different parts of life, but I said this in my Get Ready With Me, but I feel like people know me as someone to be very outspoken, and I've always been that way, but only in ways where I feel safe. And now I'm kind of opening my mouth in ways where I don't feel safe, and I'm just opening it anyway, and then just paying the price, however that is. I don't mean like with any sort of like anything scary or like violent or dangerous or anything like that, but like, if you're older, I feel like you understand what I'm trying to say, but I don't feel the pressure to look like everybody else. I don't feel the pressure to have the things that other people have, do the things that other people do, just because, like, I'm always going to be the kind of person that loves a hole-in-the-wall restaurant. I'm never going to go to a bougie restaurant just because I feel like I need to show people who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I've accepted that I'm a hole-in-the-wall restaurant person. I'm not a bougie person. I've accepted that, like, there are certain things I'm never going to spend money on. Like, I'm never going to spend money on a fancy bag. Like, that's just not for me. Like, I'm not someone who needs certain brands to feel confident. You know what makes me feel confident? Having my hair done really well. Feeling like pretty and comfortable in my outfit. Feeling confident that I'm in the right career. I feel super confident and happy when I'm able to help someone and I'm successful in my job or in whatever I'm working on. Other things that I've accepted, I'm never gonna be the person who only does one job. I'm always gonna be someone who is working 3 different jobs. And I used to be really worried about that because I think, like, our parents, boomers in general, they would go to school, then go to college, or get married, have babies, and they would work the same job for 40 years, retire, buy the house, all the things, and it just worked out really easily. And I always thought that that's the kind of job that I had to have. Like, I had to find one job that I was going to have my whole life, and that's all I needed to do, and it would fund my life. Like, I would never have to worry about bills, and I just don't think that that's me. I've always loved to do multiple things, and I've just embraced that and made it fit into my life. And I honestly think it works out really well with real estate, because real estate is very flexible with time, and it's allowed me to have more freedom to do the other things that I really love as well. And I realize that as much as I love routine and a schedule and organization to my day, I'm actually thriving just fine, doing just fine without a traditional 9-to-5 job like I used to have as a teacher. And that wasn't like a typical 9-to-5 job, but you know what I'm saying? Like, where I had to be somewhere specific every single day. I was very worried about leaving that kind of position and having all this freedom. Like, it would bring me anxiety, and it did at first. And then I realized to just, number one, lean into it and be excited for it and take advantage of it. And number two, I found a way to still be organized and have a routine in my day. Like, Mondays are now kind of a weekend for me unless I absolutely have to have an appointment. And I let myself be, I mean, I'm still working on the guilt part, but I am using that day to like be more relaxed, get stuff done around the house, sleep in a little bit more, read a book, go to a thrift store, things like that. But I'm trying to really work on guilt in general, like not feeling guilty that I have a different schedule. Like, I don't have a typical schedule. Does that mean I'm not working? No, I actually have to work every day now, whether that's a phone call, an appointment, or whatever. Like last night, I didn't have any appointments. I had some computer work I had to do, and then I took on a showing at like 6:00 p.m. So I left the house, was gone about an hour and a half, and it was no big deal. Like, I don't really like to leave at that time, but like, I hadn't really left the house the rest of the day, so okay, you know, whatever, just make it work. Or having to do a lot of work on a Saturday night when I could be doing something with friends. Like, I just have a different kind of schedule now, and so I am still working. It's just not the normal schedule, you know? So I've kind of embraced that. Other things I've embraced, so I am going back to reading, like this year. I think I've said this a little bit, but I've started reading a lot. And I think part of it was I felt kind of stuck in what I was reading, and I was getting kind of bored, and I needed something to like keep my attention. So I've gone back to reading thriller crime drama books, and I'm obsessed. I've actually read 2 books, 2.5 books, and then I'm working on finishing like my self-help stuff. Like, I'm reading some self-help books, some Bible books, and that's actually been really cool too. Also embracing, like, if I don't like a book, I don't have to finish it. Like, I'm so used to, like, I make a commitment and I have to finish it. Like, that's always been my personality. But like, it's just a freaking book, or it's just a show. Like, if you don't like it, you don't have to finish it. Like, I still struggle with this. It's so funny. I was watching this really cheesy show called Found. It's on Paramount. It's got Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell in it. And he's the bad guy. You guys, it's one of the cheesiest shows I've ever watched. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. But I was like, Noodle! You see this plant? I think the Amazon guy is here. Oh my God. Okay. Nudie! Noodle, it's okay. Nudie! Oh my God. That's enough. He's all done. He's all done. All done. Why don't you go check it out outside? Go check it out. Go check it out. He's all done. He's all gone. No more bark. No bark. No. No more bark. Oh my God. OMG. Okay, anyway. I should not have finished that stupid show. I didn't need to finish that show, but I finished it and then I found out that it's canceled. I'm like, oh, thank God. Now I don't have to keep watching it. Like, come on. Why are you watching this stupid show? Anyway, so I'm still working on that, but even though I'm reading more and back into it, I mean, I used to read a book like every couple days. I was obsessed. And that's one thing my mom taught me when I was really young. But honestly, I freaking love movies, you guys. I love movies and shows. Like, as someone who's creative and an artist in different ways, like, I'm obsessed with movies. If you are not watching The Studio, it is so freaking good if you love movies. It's inappropriate, so like you have to be okay with cussing and inappropriate things, but it is so brilliant, and it's just, I feel like it's so spot on. Anyway, like, my Super Bowl are the Oscars. Like, that's just how I feel. I freaking love movies so much. And I used to be like, oh, I need to be more intellectual or whatever, but I don't know. My old pastor that just left, he was also obsessed with movies, and it made me feel a little bit better about it. He used to do a series at the church called God at the Movies, and he would find biblical truths in modern movies. And I thought it was so cool because that's how I think of things. When I watch something or read something, even if it's not typically Christian, I always find some sort of truth and connection to it. And I think that's the beauty of art in general. And I'm like, okay, it's okay to, I just felt stupid for loving movies and TV shows because it doesn't feel intellectual to me. I've always been taught, you know, like readers are more intellectual, and I do read, but like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with movies. I'm obsessed with actors and what they've done and directors, and I just really love it. And I think it really is art. And I wish I could have, like, I did go to makeup school in LA, and I went to, my school was at a TV studio. I don't remember what was, there was a TV show in progress, and I got to walk by the set sometimes, but I don't remember. It was like American something. I don't remember it now, but I went in 2003, so that's what, 22 years? I don't even remember now, but I'm just very fascinated with that form of art, and I don't want to apologize for it anymore because it's okay. It's okay to like movies, you know, like, I don't know why I felt guilty about that. That's so stupid. Also, like, trying to be a neutral person when it comes to, like, the mainstream interior design, fashion, all the stuff that's more in right now. I've tried to love, and I do love it when I look at everybody else's space. Like, I'm obsessed with an all neutral, beautiful space. But man, do I love color. I love color so much. Like, I love walnut wood and vintage pottery and all these beautiful natural woods and stones and anything from nature. Like, I absolutely adore that, but the other half of me loves a freaking neon sign. So just allowing myself to just do that, like, why is that so like, why are we so afraid to just be who we are? Why does it take 40 years for us to be who we are? I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like I'm finally just allowing myself to be who I am, I guess. Because it's not mainstream, and it probably is left over from high school shit, school stuff. You know, I was never the popular person. I was made fun of. I was in the office all the time because people were doing pranks on me and being awful. And I was always a different, like, I always shopped at thrift stores when I was younger. Sometimes it was money issue, but most of the time it was a style thing. I loved it. I loved finding old beautiful things. And I got made fun of for that. I remember asking out like the only white guy like ever had the biggest crush on. And I asked him to a dance in high school, and he was like, "You're too weird for me. You wear dresses that look like grandma's curtains." I mean, clearly that wasn't the person for me, but you know, like that gives you a little bit of PTSD about being yourself, you know? And I just feel now I'm just like, fuck it. You don't like it? Move along. You don't like how I live my life? Bye. Bye. Find somebody else. Find somebody else to be friends with. I mean, I don't really mean that. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, we don't mesh with everyone, you know? Like, it doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean you hate me, but like, not everyone is supposed to be my friend, and that's okay. Not everybody is supposed to be my partner, and that's okay. I'm not supposed to love everybody at work, and they're not supposed to love me. Like, I work at an amazing brokerage. Are there people there that, like, I don't jive with 100%? Of course. Are they great people? Yeah. But, like, I don't have to feel bad for that. I used to feel bad for that. I used to feel like I had to be everyone's friend and do all these things for people to make sure that they understood that I was a hard worker, and like, oh my God, when I was teaching still, like near the last few years, nope. I was like, no, I do my job. I'm not going above and beyond anymore, but I do my job. I care about these kids. I work my butt off for these kids. Come in and ask me anything. Videotape me anytime you want. I don't care. But like, I am not, I am no longer afraid to say what needs to be said in a work environment. I'm not saying I'm a jerk, but like the principal I had before I left teaching, I let her know how I felt in a very professional manner. I said, look, you are not supporting me. And I used to be afraid I was going to be fired. Well, first of all, it's very hard to get fired as a teacher here in Texas. I will say that. They would have never fired me. I'm sure they might have wanted to get rid of me for my mouth at some point, but I mean, I remember there was an assistant principal who I used to love because I could always count on them, and I couldn't count on them anymore. And I was like, look, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're not helping me. You're not supporting me. I would have never said that in the past. Never, never, never. So it's so humid out, and I'm gonna go ahead and curl my hair now, but I'll probably have to touch it up before we go to dinner. We're gonna go to get a pedicure tonight and then meet some family for dinner. It's just gonna be Freddie's sister and mom, my sister and her husband, my sister Bethany, and then me and Freddie. And then I'm planning a party for just my girlfriends the beginning of June, because May has been so insanely busy that I just felt overwhelmed, and I used to feel bad for that too. I used to feel bad for getting overwhelmed. Nope, I'm not gonna feel bad for that anymore. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it. I'm saying no to things. I'm going home when I wanna go home. I also love an Irish exit, where like, I don't really say bye to anyone. I just say nothing and sneak out, and then text the host and be like, thank you so much. Sometimes I'll say bye to the host, but like, I don't enjoy, part of my personality type, I really don't enjoy just small talk. And I feel like when you say, it's kind of like trying to leave church. If I try to leave church and say bye to everybody, I'm gonna be there an extra 30 minutes. I don't enjoy that, because everybody's just asking, what are you doing today? We all know what we're doing today. We're gonna eat, we're gonna hang out with family, we're maybe gonna stop by a store, we're gonna rest. That's what we're doing today. Like, I don't need to know your story today. I know that sounds crazy, but I just wanna leave. I just wanna get out. And that's how I feel about going to a party, and I don't feel bad for it anymore. My friend posted something the other day and was like, normalize saying, I'm going home because I want to be at home now. Like, not having to sugarcoat it. Oh, my dog, I gotta go home for, I'm done here. I love you all. I'm going home. Bye. Drive safe. Like, new me. No more feeling bad about that. Also, I want to be rich. I want to be rich so badly. Mostly for freedom. I talked about this in my Get Ready With Me. Like, the freedom that people have. Like, if you don't follow her first 100K, like my cousin Mandy told me about her, and I love her. I don't love to listen to hers because I have a thing with voices, but I listen to her once in a while. But I got her book for my birthday. I'm gonna show you guys what I got for my birthday in another video, but I love what she has to say. And one of the things she says about having money is that it provides freedom, especially for women, to get out of situations we don't want to be in, such as being in a bad job, being in a bad marriage, etc., being in an abusive relationship, whatever it might be. Like, money is freedom. And I want to travel with that money, and I want to give that money to people and be able to help them in need, you know? I've also embraced a lot of things that I've realized, like, I don't have a ton of physical attributes of my mom, but I have a lot of her personality things. And one of those is scary movies. She really likes scary movies. And, oh my gosh, I'm like so peely. And like, I think this is just a family thing too, not just my mom, but when someone says a word and it reminds you of a song and then you just like immediately start singing the song, I am so annoying like that. Oh my God, I'm so annoying. So I feel for my friends and coworkers when I'm like that, but I just can't stop myself. I have a really loud laugh and I don't feel bad for it. And I have a really bad sneeze, like bad, ugly, loud sneeze, but I don't feel bad for it because it reminds me of my grandpa. Or a hiccup. Oh my gosh, I hiccup just like my grandpa. Like, I'm obsessed because it reminds me of my family, and I love my crazy family. So it's okay to embrace who you are is what I'm saying. Do I have work to do? Yes, I do. I'm still very bossy. I'm still very stubborn. Like, I am who I am for sure. So I'm wearing tonight, I'm gonna wear, it's a navy blue dress from Walmart, and I'll put it on, or at least show you a picture or something. But it's like a navy blue dress with like a yellowy green limes all over it. So cute. And we're gonna go to a Mexican restaurant tonight. I was really hoping for one, but because we had to change our time, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in there. And I really don't wanna be waiting. I just don't wanna be waiting because, again, I really don't wanna be out for 5 hours. I don't. I love being at my house. I am a homebody for sure. I enjoy working from home. I actually get more work done at home alone than I do when I go to the office. I go to the office to socialize once a week because if I don't, I will never be out of the house. But I will say tonight, I'm more about getting in quickly and not having to wait so that the majority of the time that we are out can be with friends and actually chatting and not just waiting, you know? So it's this really cool spot that the weekends are like really fun, really out of control, super loud, fun dancing outside. The waiters are always, like the wait staff, the servers, waiters, we don't say waiters very much anymore, do we? The servers are always fabulous. Like, we've always had really great service. It's fun, it's delicious. It's a little expensive, but like, it's the kind of place like they make the guacamole at your table. It's just really yummy, and it's not too far away from everyone, so it'll be easier. Like I said, we're gonna get a pedicure tonight. They love Freddie. I'm like, ugh, stop loving Freddie. No, it's okay. That I still have a hard time with. I will give you that. That's not something I'm doing better at. Oh my gosh, I'm so peely. I need to peel some of this stuff off. So I'm gonna do my makeup, but I'm definitely gonna have to touch it up before we leave tonight. But yeah, I'm jealous of him sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I've had this YouTube channel for like almost a decade. I have over 400 videos and I have 250 subscribers. Freddie just, well, that was weird. It said it stopped automatically. I've never had that happen. I must be talking a whole lot. But yeah, I do get annoyed because something I've been working on for a decade and then he comes in, it's like, he's just killing the game. I do think I'm not for mainstream, right? I'm not bringing the drama. I'm not shopping every second of the, you know, like, I'm just not doing that. So I understand that, like, my beauty page is not going to be for everybody and I'm not really going to grow. He's doing, if you're into bikes and stuff, I'll link his channel. It's called Still Stanky. I don't know, but it's just about bikes and stuff and what he does. So I'm excited for him. I've been telling him that he needs to start one because I knew it would do well. because I don't know that like the bike world is as saturated as the beauty world. I mean, I don't know because I don't ride bikes, but I think he's gonna kill it, and I think he needs to be, I mean, he doesn't listen to me ever, to be honest, but I think he needs to be an actor, or at least a voice actor, because he's so good at voicing or like doing accents and stuff, and I'm hideous at it. Oh God. I just did an acids like basic video, and I was talking about how peely I am. I don't know if I should have went up on that tretinoin, and maybe I just need to use it a little less. I don't know. I'm at 0.35 or 0.035. I can't remember which one that is, but I'm definitely peeling a lot and like pretty constant. So maybe I should just kind of ease up on that a little bit. Also, if you've not know, this is not like I'm talking about the makeup I'm using, but the Fenty blushes are incredible. And I do think that there are some dry skin people that love this too. I'm super oily, and it actually stays on really, really well. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know which one to use. One other thing is, I've talked about this quite a bit in the last year or so, but I am definitely experiencing perimenopausal symptoms. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I've already asked my doctor to switch my birth control, because I'm on a low hormonal birth control that I've been on for like maybe about 10 years. And I was like, can you put me on regular hormonal? Because it'll be a little bit more hormone ingestion. What? Hormone ingestion. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we can just up that for now before I have to go on any other HT, whatever, hormone something replacement, hormone replacement something. Anyway, before I do that, I'm trying to like get ahead of it and start something. And I thought that would be the easiest way. So we've started that, or I've asked to start that. So we'll see what my doctor says. I'm sweating so badly. Holy cannoli. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit on the eyes today too. I'm feeling very colorful today. Like I wore in my acids video, I wore a big bow and my bright lipstick, and I felt so pretty. I really loved it. I wanna feel like that all the time. All right, I'm gonna do strawberry lip tint for now. And then I'm gonna do like a neutral lip oil on top later, because the focus is gonna be eyes and cheeks instead of lips, but I do want color on the lips a little bit. All right, so, Oh no, I don't know what I want to do. I definitely want to do some sort of yellow-green situation. Okay. Okay, I got an idea. Okay, I think I'm going to use this Suva Beauty, and I'm going to do a little bit of this green, and then I'm going to put like a neon yellow shimmer. We're just going to play a little bit. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to use some setting spray as my mixing medium, because this is not liquid. I really love geometric or like weird liners, but it's just finding ones that stay with a hooded lid. Oh, that's really pretty. What do you guys think? Can you even see it? Like, I don't want to do too crazy of an idea, but I don't know. Oh, I'm making that worse by doing a second one. All right, let's just do the other side and let this sit, and then we can add on shadow on top of it if we need to. Yeah, but these are cake liners. So if you've never used a cake liner, they're a little bit like watercolor, where you add water or setting spray. I like setting spray just because stuff doesn't stay on me, and I hope that it would just help a little bit with staying power. Also, I'm sure that these don't match. I'm so sweaty, you guys. I am so freaking sweaty. What the heck? Okay, I definitely want to do more on that, but maybe we come back to that. All right, I'm gonna get one of my favorite palettes out. It's the Glam Shop, the Neon Yellow by Glam Shop. It's called Citronata. They don't make it anymore, but I think I'm still trying to figure out if they make the single, because they're it's freaking awesome colors, man. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, I'm gonna do this bright shimmery yellow in the corner, and then I'm gonna do Lemonada on the lid. We'll see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's gotta be less sweaty tonight. See? Reminds you of a song. I don't know. This is not really what I wanted, but whatever. I think I'm gonna go over that with like a neon yellow instead of the green. I don't feel like I'm feeling that green. I need like a neon-y. Neon-y? That's gonna be my next dog's name. Neon-y. Love yellow. Oh, they don't sell this anymore. This is the Nessa Myricks. Oh no, please don't be dry. Please don't be dry, please. Okay, liking that a little better. Oh no, I'm so sad. She doesn't make anything like this color anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. This is so dry. It's like a cushion liner that's no longer viable. Great. Oh, I look crazy. It'll look better. It'll look better, I promise. All right, let's see if I can put this on top of this other liner, or is it gonna fuck it up? That's another thing. I'm a cusser, and I'm just, can't stop me. Can't stop me from cussing. I used to cuss so much in middle school, like so bad, and I got in lots of trouble, so I tried to stop, and now I just don't give a crap. I really just don't. I think I like that a lot better. Oh, I'm really sad about this, guys. This was called Electric Sun. Oh gosh, sad day. Well, I am gonna do a haul too. I've been ordering some things, and I did get the the buttery yellow About Face, so stay tuned for that, because I'm really excited to use that. But I don't think it goes with the vibe today. All right, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more here. And we'll do some mascara. And then I think that's gonna be it, honestly, because, well, I guess I should do my eyebrows too, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like. BRB. All right, so the makeup looks a little crazy. Just remember I wear glasses, and so that covers a lot. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm using Vintage Society lip oil by Wet n Wild. It's a little, take the pink down a little bit, and then before we go, I'll dial it down a little bit more as well. I'll put a picture of me wearing the dress here, because I don't really want to get dressed yet because I'm so sweaty. But yeah, let me know what you have embraced about yourself this year. It's okay to be yourself, guys. Be yourself. I think about like a little bee buzzing around. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.